I'm recording this for any potential buyers, any potential trades. This is my 1996 BMW with the a 5.3. It has the Sicky kit, has the Sicky pan, Sicky mounts. I believe it has the Sicky filter relocation kit. And then this was a 5.3 out of a 03 or 04 Silverado. I did an LS1 intake. I actually swapped this build with somebody else, so I'm going to try my best to contact the old owner and get the build details. But from what I understand, this is a completely bone stock 5.3 with a slight cam in it. I'm just going to keep it right under the 300 butt dyno mark because it has not been dynoed yet. Everything has been really well done. It has a fresh respray on it. Inside we have MK door panels. These are aluminum and powder coated black with red door pulls. The interior is really clean. For a 96 with 130,000 miles. The Alcantara is just brand new on the roof. This is the OEM. It has not been refinished. It does have slight bubbling. You cannot really tell, but right there. The rear seat, sorry I have the camera in there, but the rear seat are fine, no tears in them. WD-40 on that probably. These are Style 5 BBSs off of a E39. These are staggered, so they are the rears, so they're all the same rears. Coming to the trunk, I do have a custom 3-inch exhaust all the way back. I do have the piece that goes right here. I've yet to put it on because I'm waiting for these little pieces to come into the mail to screw that little trim piece right here on, so I can put my plate. As of right now, I just am rocking the plate in the window. Euro spec taillights in white. The LTW wing. This is a polyurethane, so it does have a little flex. It is not the OEM LTW wing. It is on solo work coilovers. I'm trying my best to get every single angle just for everybody that is asking for anything in mind. The only issue with the interior is this seat. I really haven't minded about it because you sit in that seat while you're driving, nobody's gonna see it. But yes, when you open it, it does look a little funky. Coming in, I have a Volante steering wheel. I never got the horn to work. The stuff is behind there for it. I just forgot to plug it up. I do have a Rally Road dual pod cluster for these glow shift pods or any other glow shift pod. I don't have this one plugged up, but this one is oil pressure, as you can see. I have all LED lights inside, all the way around. All lights do work. Xenon lights on the front. Oh, I gotta probably turn the ignition on for that. Sorry about that. There we go. They are, I believe, a 5K, whatever the bluish looking light is. And they are super bright. I do have a CarPlay radio. I'm obviously recording from my iPhone, so I cannot plug it up and show. But let's see here. Trying to figure out the I guess if y'all need to see the AC, heat does work. I just have it set down. I don't have a compressor or a condenser installed, so it just is blowing outside air. Let's do a startup. Let's get it in the full flesh. I do have a switch installed right here for the cooling fan, because as it sits, the GM fan with the BMW fan on the front, it doesn't kick on in time. So I can toggle that on whenever it's about a quarter of a way. And as you can see, it idles with no hesitation. It does have a check light for the washer fluid reservoir that is deleted. So that does pop up for the first about 10 seconds. Let's give some revs. That exhaust leak that you can kind of hear. You'll have to be in person to hear that, but I've had a lot of people saying that it is a lifter tick, which is very common on LS's, but I can assure you that this is not a lifter tick. It is where the Sicky header comes down to about right there, and there's a V-band that it links up on, and there's a slight hole in the V-band where the clamp comes around and it doesn't close fully, and it's allowing it to tick through that hole. And I've gotten under there. I brought it to a muffler shop, and they said the only way is to fully weld that piece right there, and I never got around to figuring out my course of action on welding that. And it truly doesn't bother me as much, because while you're driving you do not hear that. While you're idling, after it warms up, it does go away. But I have been around lifter ticks before, and I assure you that it is not a lifter tick. Do one last walk around.